I'm just a girl sitting in front of a window wondering when the sun's going to come out, so hopefully this video doesn't turn out shit because there's no light. So today I'm giving the Booktube newbie tag a go just to ease myself into the Booktube community, to just give this booktubing thing a go really. Question 1. Why did you start this channel? Mostly because I needed a new outlet for all my nerdiness. I went on a manic book buying spree recently and I wanted to motivate myself to actually read old books and to actually look at reading and writing a lot more critically. So I'm an aspiring writer, just as, you know, 95% of other booktubers are. And I wanted to approach reading and writing a lot more critically. I've seen quite a few booktubers who do so, and it's inspired me to try and test myself and to learn more too. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't know. I feel like everyone has a unique view on Booktube, even if we all read the same books. Some of the things I do want to do with Booktube though is take it outside. So I want to go to book launches, I want to go to the writing festivals. I really want to go to some of our writing themed pubs we have here in Melbourne. I love the idea of writing themed pubs and reading themed pubs and all of that. That's just incredible to me. So I want to take Booktube outside and look at the culture that reading and writing has actually created and bring that into Booktube bit 3. What are you most excited for this channel? I'm excited to make a fool out of myself every week on Booktube for the whole 3 viewers I think I might get, and see how that affects my self-esteem. No. Can you tell I'm sarcastic a little bit sometimes? A little bit. I'm excited to give this new area a go. I'm excited to read more. I'm excited to be part of a community of people who all love reading. It's incredible that this is such an isolating activity that we've used modern technology to create a community out of. I love that and I'd love to be a part of it. 4. Why do you love reading? I honestly don't know. Reading is the same to me as breathing. I don't know a life without it, and I can't imagine one, and I don't want to imagine one. So I just always have loved reading. I've loved the fact that you can learn from books. I've loved the fact that you can learn from books. I've loved the fact that you can escape with books. I've loved the fact that you can challenge yourself. There's so many different things that a book can do for you, and that same book will do something completely different for someone else. I love how books transition us between our world and fantasy worlds, or worlds that we don't understand, even within our own world. I just love the fact that it opens so many doors. Books are pillars of education. There's just so much that books can do, and I love that. 5. What book or series got you into reading? I don't know, it was so long ago. One of the early books I do remember reading is The Babysitter's Club. I loved it so much. I got it secondhand from my cousins, and then Babysitter's Little Sister after that. I loved it so much. 6. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? Okay, so there's all the standards. Can I come live in your library? How do you find Booktube? How did you get started? What tips would you get? All of those sort of generic questions. One of the more peculiar ones that I think I would ask is, how do you know what books are being released soon? I have scoured the internet to find out books that I'm looking forward to that come out this year, but I'd really like to know how they get that early information, because I love anticipating new books, and I've been excited to see books that I'm looking forward to thanks to Booktube, but I'd love to know how they get that sort of information. I just think that bit of industry information is kind of cool. 7. What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? So this is a bit of a personal one for me compared to a lot of other Booktube newbie videos I've seen, you know. It's the standard. I don't know how I'll go with consistency, things like that. You know, I've already got the rest of this year timetabled in terms of what videos I'd like to make. Which will obviously change 17 more times, but that's okay. I struggle with a lot of health issues, namely bipolar, bipolar 1, yay! No. As well as quite a few chronic physical conditions. So that's going to be the hardest thing for me to deal with, is just, you know, not being able to film when I'm sick, not being able to do anything when I'm sick really, things like that. So that's, even reading is sometimes a struggle when I'm not well. So that's going to be the hardest thing for me to deal with. 8. When did you start reading? I don't remember not reading. I know I obviously did, just like everybody else. My mother likes telling this story. I was a little child and we were in the car and she was driving around and I started spelling out Waterloo. So I just sat there going W-A-T-E-R, and she's looking at me like, what the hell is this child doing? And then saw there was a sign for Waterloo and I was reading off it, and it scared the hell out of her a little bit. But I've always been someone who's been reading in some degree or another. 9. Where do you read? Everywhere. My favourite place, I haven't been on them much recently, but my favourite place is actually a train. I love just, you know, it's nice and warm and you get to curl up a little bit, not with blankets and stuff, but you just get to retreat into yourself a little bit and bring the book out and just go, no, I don't like you, world, this is mine. And you just get you just get to patch out this little bit of area just for yourself whilst out in public. I love that so much actually, but mostly in bed, to be honest. I have forgotten number 10 sign language. I think it's, no, that's 11. I think. Number 10. What kind of books do you read? I love all sorts of books. I love non-fiction and memoir a lot actually. I discovered recently I have over 100 memoirs that I need to obviously read and get through to see if I actually need that many. Probably not, but I love them. I love literary fiction. I love books about feminism. I think I'm starting to grow out of YA, but I do enjoy some still. I also love, you know, Artemis Fowl, Percy Jackson, Harry Potter. It's a little bit of everything really. I'm trying to get into classics as well because I have this big Penguin classic. I'll grab it in a minute. This big that I want to finish by the time I'm 30. Yes, I'm old, okay? I'm not that old yet, but I'm getting old. So I've got a little bit of everything that I like to read. Yeah. So thanks for putting up with me. Hopefully I will do better videos in the future. Maybe. No, I will do better videos in the future. And hopefully you'll be along to the journey of me figuring this out and we'll get to chat about books together. It'll be great. So that's it for today anyway. So say goodbye, honey. Bye bye. Yeah. You're cute. You can stay. Yeah.